All right, hello again. It's time for chapter 5 of 4th grade rats. Chapter 5 is called You're Not Funny. Later, my mother cornered me in my room. Dogs. Later, my mother cornered me in my room. Okay, she said. Is that how dinner's going to be every day now? A madhouse? It's not my fault, I told her. All I did was get promoted to 4th grade. My mother sat on the bed. Sudsy, maybe you're taking this a little too seriously. It's just a school kid's rhyme, you know. I'm sure it'll all pass over in a day or two. Sure, I sneered. Tell that to all the kids at school calling me a rat. Tell it to Zippernose. Tell it to Joey. What does Joey have to say about all this? I laughed. Ha! He loves it. He's glad he's a rat. He says it's nature's way. He says it's time to step up and be a man. She chuckled. The way to being a man is through being a rat, huh? I keep telling you it's not funny. You're right, she said. She spanked her own hand. There, bad mom, that'll teach me. I stared at her. You can forget it if you're trying to make me laugh. It's not working. She pretended to pout. Darn. Okay, no more funny stuff. You're miserable and that's that, right? Right. Bath didn't help? Yeah, it did, till I had to get out. She snapped her fingers. Aha! All right. I'll tell you what we're going to do. I'm going to call the school and pull you out of there. We're going to hire a tutor to come in and teach you. She can sit on the toilet seat while you're in the bathtub. We'll serve you your meals there, and after a couple of months you should be shriveled down to the size of a frog. I pointed to the door. Mom, out. Or maybe we could put wheels on the bathtub and roll you off to school each day. We could... Mom! She shut up. She stood. She was biting her lip to keep from cracking up at her own hilarious self. She took a deep breath. She put her hand on my shoulder. Tell you what. There's more than one way to become a man. What's that? I said. Go sweep the sidewalk. You'll be a man in no time. She looked at me, and I looked at her. Joey's voice hissed in my ear. Say no to your mother. But Joey's voice was no match for my mother's look. I got the broom and went outside, and I swept the sidewalk. My father had just cut the grass. He was putting the mower back in the garage. His weights were in the corner. They were covered with dust. Dad, I said, do you still lift your weights? Oh, I haven't for a couple of years now, he said. I'm saving them for you and Bubba. Did they help you become a man? He looked over at him. I don't know. I guess they helped me look like a man. Can I see your muscle? He wheeled the mower into its place and he laughed. You haven't asked me that in a long time. You used to ask me every day. I lifted his arm to get him started. Well, come on, let me see. He put his hand behind his head and he made the muscle. It looked like there was a baseball in there, or even a softball. Make it bounce up and down, I told him, and he made it bounce up and down. I reached up and touched it. It was smooth and hard as wood. Pull me up, I say, like you used to. He lowered his arm a little. I don't know if I still can. You're not such a shrimp anymore, you know. I grabbed on his arm with both hands. Hoist away! His arm started to crank up and my legs got straight, and then I was on tiptoes, and then I was off the ground. I hung there for a couple of seconds, and then he let me down. We went back out. He closed the garage door. I asked him if he used to take a lunchbox to school when he was in 4th grade. He thought about it, and then he nodded. Yeah, I did. Did it have anything on the outside of it, Dad? No. It was one of those old-fashioned ones like Grandpop took to work. I wanted one just like his. There's a picture on here that doesn't quite match what's going on just yet. So maybe we'll get to it. No animals on it, huh? Elephants? Anything? He shook his head. No, afraid not. It was just black and about as dull as any lunchbox could be. He opened the front door. How about swings, Dad? Did you ever kick a little kid off a swing? He stopped and he looked at me funny. Where did that question come from? Did someone kick you off a swing? Oh, no, I said, just wondering, and I went inside. When I pulled down my bed cover that night, I found a mouse trap on my pillow. Dad thought we had a mouse once. It was set with a little piece of cheese, and I tripped it with a pencil. It snapped like a little cap gun and flipped halfway up to the ceiling. I grabbed the trap and charged down the hall to Zippernose's room, yanked open her door, and rifled the trap into the dark, right about where she would be laying in her bed. The phone rang. I didn't bother with the squawks coming from Zippernose's room. I picked up the phone, and a voice whispered, "Did you say no to your mother?" The next chapter, which you will get to hear tomorrow, is called Joey Becomes a Man. I wonder if Joey said no to his mother and how that went for him. Guess we'll have to find out.